Splitting Hairs Podcast.
We are back after a Jackrabbit dub, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the parents are away so the kids can play. We got to shout out the Wild Hair for being our title sponsor, everything they do for us. Go get right at the Wild Hair this weekend, boys. The boys are in Montana. What better place to watch than at the Wild Hair with some, fairly priced drinks. I'm out here in Chicago. You go out here, you're paying an arm and a leg for a drink. Show the Wild Hair some love this weekend. Brian, how are we feeling?
We're back.
You know what they said? They said no chase, no chance. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase is back. And the boys are playing like they are invincible. What you find this weekend, Brian? Like let's hear it, man. Let's give me the real stuff, bro.
Honestly, I feel like our O-line is just leaps and bounds better than what it was during that 4-game skid. So I like Nate Adams at center.
Yeah, I think him at center, I think Pika playing, I think he brings like kind of an edge, like because he's been playing with a chip on his shoulder, like on another level from the rest of our guys. Like, hey, I should have been doing this all year, right? It's kind of how he's playing. I think I got to shout out our receivers. We had guys making pancake blocks down the field. Receivers celebrating that they got a pancake block. That is South Dakota State football. Like, I think that just to return to form in so many different ways, I think that it might have to do with, them winning that last game and then Chase being back. So, one, you kind of believe like, hey, we can win. And then you get, Superman back and then you're like, we're gonna win. It's kind of how they were playing. So the kind of energy they played with, not very selfish ball either. Not dudes look at me celebrating, but celebrating with their teammates. Like I loved every last second of it.
Absolutely. I mean, the boys balled, and it was fun to see just because we got so far away from winning there for a while. So back to back like that.
Yeah, you go a good month. Yeah, you go a good month without winning, right? Like Coach Stiggs, you say it all the time, like, boys, let's have fun today. Winning is fun. You know what I mean? So I think these guys kind of showed that, hey, winning is fun. Let's go out and play this way, right? And let's go have some more club dubs, parties in the locker room.
Not only that, but 41-3. I don't know who said it last stream or last live, but it was 42-3 was the prediction.
Mystic Mike. What did Conor McGregor say? Mystic Mike, I think it was. Mystic Brian with a great pull.
I don't know what happened. It was all up with me.
Yeah, those boys didn't want no parts of that, though. Like, up front, I think we dominate on both sides of the ball. I think one thing that I kind of keep seeing pop up on film a little bit is certain guys on the edge are kind of out of position sometimes, trying to play a little bit of hero ball. I think, this week with a really good running back, right, like we cannot do that, right? Yeah. Brian, you've seen when you kind of try and roll your own out of there, if you're a D tackle or a DN, like that running back sees that, it could go for 60, especially this week. So,
I mean, you see what USD's running back did to us. So,
yeah, and the guy we got coming in this week is going on, way better. So,
yeah, no, for sure. What's your thoughts on the defense as a whole from last week?
I feel like our back seven they did a lot better than they have in past weeks, and I don't know if it's because of the snow, because I mean everybody played in the snow, right? So like I can't say like, oh well, they only did good because of the snow, but I mean they did what they were supposed to do in the conditions that they played in. I think they played really well. I think that one thing we could shore up would be some tackling, and I believe that with guys coming back and getting off of injury, I think that our guys are gonna. I think that will be shored up a little bit more, right? Like you're not having like 2s and 3s in there, having to make like play after play after play. But I still think that some of our guys, especially at the linebacker position, we talked about it, like you come up to make a tackle and your feet just go dead. Like, bro, just drive your feet. You already did the hard part, right? You already got your chest on them. Like, just run your feet and make the play, right?
Yeah.
So
I already seen Montana State's fans bitching about not playing on the ice rink too. I don't know. I hate that. It's almost like the Jacks didn't have to play on it too back in the day. So
right, like, dude, like,
those,
what are we talking about? Like, everyone has to play on it.
yeah,
It's like if I'm so like, and I don't know, if to me that's like just like a mental toughness thing, right? Like getting it done by any means necessary. Like you look at someone like Loffridge, who has not played probably to his standard for a lot of stretches of this year, and then in a game like this with the conditions the way they are, wills himself to running for over 100 yards again, back-to-back games,
yeah.
right?
I
Like,
would hate to have to tackle Loffridge with snow on the ground.
yeah, absolutely not, because his
You just have
center,
to take that shot. You
so
can't
yeah,
you
the center of
can't
gravity and the
break
way he
down.
runs,
Yeah,
like it lends itself to situations like that. And I think that having guys we can rotate so many running backs in there, I think that New Hampshire wasn't necessarily ready for that. I think that it took them way too long to kind of get drives going too. And like, with our offense clicking the way it was, like, brother, you don't have 3 drives to get acclimated to the weather because you're down 3 scores already.
yeah. And then number 7. I mean, shout out to also Kevin and Stone. I don't know if you've seen the pod that they just did with Chase as the honorary captain. Great pod. Honestly, it just shows like Chase is honestly one of the most humble people you'll ever be around. And you see that type of player, you wouldn't expect him to be like that off the field. So shout out to him, one of one guy for sure.
So yeah, when you see somebody with as much success as he has in literally such a short time span, showing how important he is to the team, also being like a leader for, like, clearly a leader for them, right? Like these guys play with a different level of confidence, when he's around, right? Like my Superman analogy was funny, but like think about it like this, bro. Like Justice League without Superman, yeah, they'll beat up on somebody. But I'm saying, like, dude's not worried about, all right, Batman's pulling up, we got like Green Lantern, like whatever. Superman pulls up, like the squad looks different, gang. And I think that they truly believe that. And I think just that level of confidence, I believe, is what they were missing over these last month or so.
1,000. I think we just lost our identity. And then bringing Chase back, you could see why we were 7-0 before we lost him. So
because them boys was playing like they believe it. And I think that's something that like that Montana State game we were talking about, when we look back at that like just there was no point in that game where those guys thought we're going to lose, right? And it wasn't because like, oh, we're not going to lose because we're South Dakota State. It was, we're not going to lose because like we're going to do everything in our power to make sure it's not happening, right? Like when you have DBs run across the field to make plays, or like Cullen covering a receiver and sticking his paw up, running probably the fastest he ever has in his life to cover that guy. You know what I mean?
1,000%. What was your thoughts, honestly, on the back, like when Loffridge had to go out and get spilled? I mean, I felt like there wasn't a drop off.
No, absolutely not. Like I feel like
those young guys are special.
It really felt like we was just playing Loffridge when it was like it was like you just have an ace up your sleeve, because like we're gonna keep handing it to Loffridge as long as he keeps doing well. And then like when it's like, okay, like he's had a whole lot of run, like we need to give this guy a spell. Is it really a spell when you're putting in another elite running back? Like it's just, hey, let's give him another look here.
Yeah.
Right. And I think as a defense, that's just demoralizing. I don't think in my career, I don't think I've ever played against like 2 running backs like where both were like that crazy. Like the closest I could think would be like, Easton Stick and like Bruce Anderson or whatever his name was at NDSU. It was just like run after run after run, and then you get a guy that's fresh and then he's running. It's just like that's tough to see, right? And have to play against that for 4 quarters. So I think that's something that in this last month or so that we've really been able to find is like a true running game, a true identity in the running game, right? And where you see a game like this, well, we don't have to run Chase like that, like we used to. Not that we really overran him before, but like now we know we don't need to do that. We have real deal running backs who we can hand the ball to and they'll make something happen. We have our O-line playing the way they are. I think, that tight end from the transfer from Sac State. Yeah. I think he had a great play that I don't know a lot of people really saw it, where Loffridge just kind of stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And this dude just grabs Loffridge, picks him up, and then sets him down and Lawford runs for like another 40 yards. I mean, like just that kind of effort that you see, or like tip balls and we're still catching them, or I think that TFL that Logan was in on, where 4 or 5 guys there, first guy misses, then it's like second guy, third guy, fourth guy. Like that kind of effort is like what has gotten this team to those 7 wins off rip.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, they're back to form, it looks like, and I'm excited to see what they have for these boys tomorrow.
For sure, they definitely look like they are playing for something bigger than themselves, and we weren't seeing that.
Dare I use the word brotherhood? Lest we say the word brotherhood, men. Is that what I was seeing this weekend? Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were just fed up. Maybe they were like, you know what? I've had it of these people talking about this and talking about that. Let's go put on film who we are, because clearly people forgot, right? And after a month, like, it is easy to forget. They're like, all these dudes are part of those squads are beating up on some pretty good football teams. So I think it just looked like they got that confidence back and that just like air of like, hey, we can do it. I believe, seeing Cap come back, strap it up. I mean, how much more confidence are you going to have, especially coming off of such an emotional win like the one in North Dakota?
For sure. And then it's honestly crazy too, just because now it's win or go home. There is no, oh, we can get them next week. It's hell stack. This could be the last pod of the year,
Yeah.
So
I think
all those seniors that are playing, I mean, there's nothing else to play for but each other.
Got to shout out Lawford here.
Guys.
Yeah, just got to shout out Lawford here because, like, you can see that level of desperation in his play. And I believe that that's something that, and I don't know him personally, right? And I can't speak to what his mentality has been all year, but he has turned it up to another level, right? Like, we looking at playoff Lawford here. And, like, that dude is an animal. I don't know if it clicked with him. It's like, hey, man, like, this might be it for me. And, like, I can see it in this play, like, every single play, scratching for every single yard he can get, yards after contact, like, all of it. I think that I'm excited to see what he has for Missoula, bro. Because I think he's going to bring it to another level here. Road playoff game.
That's the thing, too, is that and I know that tackling a bigger running back later on in the year sucks. Absolutely. And especially one that runs, like, with their hair on fire. So if he can just keep the intensity, nobody's going to want to tackle him. It's going to be cold. Snow's probably going to be on the ground. Nobody's going to want to tackle him that.
Let's just move right into Montana talk.
No, let's not. Let's go over the first round. Let's go over the upcoming matchups first.
Oh, yeah, dude. Shout out Youngstown for losing to Yale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, boys. We got guys worried about organic chemistry losing the first round. All right.
Can you see this? Can you see this on the screen?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Cool. So North Dakota State, Illinois State, who do you got?
I got North Dakota State. They're not about to lose the playoffs to Illinois State. Yeah. But they did. Hey, they had a close game with them though last time. That was not in Fargo, where you're allowed to line up 4 yards off sides. Spencer Wagey.
He'll never let that go.
I won't. I watched that in person. I was so mad. I was like, I cannot believe I'm watching this.
UC Davis, Rhode Island. I'm going to take UC Davis here.
Yeah, I'll go UC Davis there.
Yeah. Lehigh, Villanova.
Lehigh's getting smacked by Villanova. Lehigh's getting smacked by Villanova. Once I saw they were on there, I'm like, what's going on? I guess we're just handing out sympathy, bids to people. It's like, well, dude, they did do good in their conference. I'm like, well, who are you playing though?
Villanova's a good team though. I remember our 23 run when we played Villanova, and the win was crazy. They were probably the most physical team we played in that playoff round.
Yeah, we played my senior year, Villanova. We played them before we went to Montana State. They were really good. Like, we were down at half.
Their O-line was actually similar to the Valley play too. So
yeah, I
actually have a lot of respect for Villanova.
Yeah, Villanova has good squads.
Tarleton State, North Dakota. Who do you got?
Man, North Dakota's. Oh well, I don't know. Is their quarterback still out? I know he was hurt at the end of the game. It was I think he was on concussion protocol. Maybe if
Yeah,
he
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
so yeah, if he doesn't play, if their quarterback doesn't play, it could go either way. North Dakota's defense has been going crazy. They might have to really rely on their run game and just really, how their squad is always bringing out the trick plays too. I mean, they play some good defense. Maybe get one of those, but that one's a toss up, and I'll just go with the Valley squad there. So I'll go with North Dakota.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I don't know. I kind of want Tarleton to win just because somebody different.
Yeah.
I would love to see just them stack up against like North Dakota State to go. But
So yeah, you sound like the committee now.
yeah, we know the Valley.
Somebody different.
We know the Valley. Montana versus South Dakota State. We'll save that one for later.
We'll save that one for later.
Mercer, USD.
While I would love to say Mercer would go and beat the absolutely not USD by a solid margin.
Solid. Define that. Give me a score prediction.
I'd say 2 scores, probably like 28-10.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah.
Honestly, that LJ Phillips kid is pretty good, so I could see him just running all over Mercer.
Yeah.
Abilene Christian, SFA. I don't even know.
I said pick them. You just take your choice there, folks.
Montana State and Yale.
I don't know, bro. Maybe those Yale guys have something figured out with their quantum physics and quadratic equations where they just know, what play you're running, because obviously it worked on Youngstown. So
yeah.
How many downs of Mercer football have I watched? Oh, dude, probably like however many. Brian, you was on the team. No, that was last year when they played him, wasn't it?
No, I was on the team when we played Mercer.
Yeah, no, I watched that game, and I watched Zach go crazy on him. So I don't know. Boys. I'm going to stand in solidarity with my guy, Zach. USD by 1 million. Not 1 million. A couple scores, a couple touchdowns. I don't know. Maybe Mercer gets lucky late, right?
I wouldn't mind Mercer winning just because I hate USD. But then again, I want to play USD to go.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to see them again.
Yeah. That would be awesome. All right, getting into the Know Your Foe here. Shout out Jackrabbit Illustrated because the kids did not come prepared. So we're cheating.
Shout out.
That's how we get degrees around here. No, I'm just kidding. QB Kealea, however you want to say that. Ayat.
Ayat.
Yeah, Ayat.
It's a sweet name. We're not making fun of your name. Don't cancel us. No, that's a cool name.
No, it's cool. Yeah, sure. Honestly, 6'1", 200, completing close to 70% of his passes, throwing 25 to 8 picks.
He's a guy that can run if he has to.
Yeah.
Not like sneaky athletic because he's not white, no offense, guys. But like broken move if he has to. Like
what?
Yeah, I know, my bad. But I mean, hey, we're realists here. Kyle's not here. We're gonna give you guys the truth.
Exciting whites. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not an exciting white. He's Polynesian. So he's and those guys are athletic. So it can't be like exciting Polynesian. He's just Polynesian. He's not gonna run all over you where I need like a spy there. But like he's a guy where if it's a broken play and he gets out in the open, like he could hurt you.
Yeah. Honestly, only player I'm even somewhat worried about is the Eli Gilman kid.
Yeah.
He's really good. I remember even watching, preparing for him for the Natty game. I mean, that kid's special.
Yeah, he's nice. And I think that,
shout out to him for staying in FCS football too, because he definitely could have went somewhere.
You know what? We do actually got to shout that out, bro. And I think that's a testament to Bobby Houck and what he's been able to do up there and the culture he's built, and even the community that Montana has, right? Showing up for their games, showing up for their players. Like, dude, that atmosphere is awesome. Like, why would I go play at if I'm playing outside of like a really good Big Ten or SEC school, like Montana's probably as good as it can get in terms of atmosphere and people caring about the sport and the experience you're going to get as a college football player. So, I mean, sure.
Not only that, but I mean, if you go to one of these Mountain West schools, what are you going to do? Go to Fresno State? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
Man,
Montana,
I didn't really mean to glaze Montana like that.
nothing's big. It's like South Dakota.
Yeah.
Like the Jackrabbits are that NFL or is the SEC for them,
Yeah.
So it's honestly cool, but we have to shut him down. Can't let him get going. On the years, he's averaging 6.6 yards per carry, and he scored 17 tuds. Wide receiver room, it's all right. Wortham, 58 grabs, 825 yards, averaging 14 yards a catch with 7 tuds. We have Brooks Davis, 6 foot 174, 48 receptions for 611 with 5 tuds. Blake Bohannon, who, fun fact, transferred in from Kennesaw State, has 25 receptions for 389 yards with a tud. Not going to get into anything else. Trenches, where it matters. Cannon Panthalov, hell of a name, brother. 6 year of eligibility, old as shit.
Hell of a name.
Yep. 90 years old playing. I respect it. Liam Brown, 28 stars entering into the season. So 6'5", 316, redshirt senior. You have a center in Dylan Botner. First year as a starter, but has spots started in the past, according to JI. Great research, guys. Patrick Matten, transferred in from NC State. And Colin Amick at right tackle, redshirt freshman. First year starter, started in 6 consecutive games. What that tells me is he was not the starter beginning of the year.
It could be a guy that earned his role, though.
No, he did, because it says that Everett Johnson started at right tackle for the first half before being replaced by Amick.
Ouch.
Everett Johnson, hate to see it. The defense here allowed nearly 400 yards per game, 23.5 points per game. They run a 3-3-5. Loves to send pressure all over the place. That shit doesn't matter. We're picking it up. Yeah. Don't really care about their defense. I think our offense is set to win.
Yeah, and I think that, the biggest thing is we don't want this to get in a shootout, right?
Yeah.
And, not that we can't hang in a shootout, because obviously, with the way our offense is playing, that would be advantage Jacks, truthfully. But I think that if you want to show you can really make a run at this national championship, you're going to have to be able to stop good running backs, right? Because, Brian, from going on championship runs and playing in the national championship, every week, I need to get better, right? Because your competition is going to get better. If you really want to make it to the top of the hill, I can't be playing for week to week. Not to say I'm looking over an opponent, but, for example, our tackling last week, we have to shore that up this week, because I'm not going to get a chance to do it again if we have any slip-ups. So I think main thing is got to be good tacklers, right?
Yeah.
No matter what the weather conditions are, we have to be good tacklers. If I hit someone, I cannot slide off. My feet cannot go dead on contact.
No, that's great points. I think another thing, too, is that, we're biased to the Missouri Valley. We know that. We think our O-line, D-line play is 10x what the Big Sky is.
It is, right? No, to be fair, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, right? And I think, obviously, when we say the Big Sky, I believe usually when I refer to the Big Sky, I'm talking about kind of the rest of them, and then Montana State and Montana are kind of their own deal for the most part, right? But I think that you're going to have to, for those two squads, you have to play good football. Those are well-coached football teams, right? They look a lot like Valley football teams. And obviously you're going to get a whole lot of exotic pressures and stuff like that out of them on the defensive side of the ball. And the only way you get them to stop doing that, thankfully, is that if you can complete some passes, right? And I think that with Chase back and the way our receivers have been playing, I think it's going to kind of force you to not be so exotic, and you're going to have to get in that base defense unless you really just want your corners on islands all day.
Yeah.
Personally.
And let's just hope, Chase is still climbing to get even more healthy. So maybe even adding a little QB run in when we need it.
Hey man, shout out my guy R.R. Gale here.
Yeah.
Montana State fan pulling for the Jackson. Yes, sir. We gotta go get it out there. The boys have not won in Missoula. This is the last frontier, man, of beating Montana. We beat them in the national championship, beat them at home. Now it's time to prove it. We have to send Montana back to the Stone Age with this loss, man.
Yeah.
Irreparable damage to their brand.
Honestly, it's just us. So, do you want to go ahead and get into players of the game, or?
And I was just I was only gonna just make a point that, like, hey, at the same time, we've seen North Dakota State do this exact thing before.
Yep.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Yep, when they blocked the field goal, right?
Yeah. No, it was the overtime deal because that was
Gotcha.
Montana State.
Yeah.
They played Montana out there, went to overtime, won it out there, right? And hopefully it's not a game like that where it's that close, but hey, got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. Got to make a few tackles to win a national championship, boys.
Oh, I love that. Quit ducking the big blue machine. You can see what a real tough place to play looks like. What's the big blue machine? Surely he's not referring to the Citadel.
I'd hope not. Dude, like what? Like, dude, what is that? Like, I would just always see them on the on the ranking thing back in the day. And I'm like, dude, who is this? And they always lose like first or second round. I'm like, what are we doing?
This is a great point. Stack, I wanted to say you were wrong, but I wasn't sure. So they lost to Montana and Missoula in overtime. That's when Montana won to come play.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm tripping. Because those were back-to-back weeks when they beat Montana State, then went out there and lost. Facts. Yeah. So North Dakota State didn't do it. No, you're right. So North Dakota State didn't do it. Now we got to prove that we're better.
Yeah.
To win this game.
Love it. Awesome. Give me a score prediction.
Score prediction. We're going to go 28-17. It's my score prediction.
That's a good one.
Defensive battle. Montana scores late.
Yep. I think it's going to be 28-20 Jacks.
Really?
Yeah, I think they get a few field goals.
28-20. I mean, hey, you know, these are two good football teams, obviously, right? Yeah. I'm a homer, so I'm gonna crack jokes and all that stuff. But I mean, the boys have a battle in front of them, and I think, you know, they're playing their best football right now. And I think with these boys come out and play how they've been playing the last 2 weeks with that level of desperation, we see that same playoff Lawfridge again. I'm going to coin it now, playoff Lawfridge. I think they're a really tough squad to beat. So,
thoughts?
Man, get your bread, James. I'll leave it at that. Get your bread, James.
No, I don't know. They might go with that guy up north.
You never know.
You never know.
I mean, if Jimmy does bail, though, that's tough for some guys that went with him. Yeah. Younger guys. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they hop on again. Maybe they hang on and leave them again. But what kind of career is that, boys? Got to put your flag somewhere.
Interested with, you know, Iowa State going, or Matt Campbell going to Penn State. The ties that he has with C9, you know, some of those guys.
Yeah.
Some coaching roles could look a lot different, but players of the game.
Offensive player of the game, you know, I don't want to be lame and say Chase. So I'll give it to my guy Lawfridge, bro. I believe the senior says enough's enough, and I want to play another week, and he comes up big for us. I'll go Lawfridge.
Give me the O-line. And I want, Hagan comes back or not, Pika's got to be in that lineup somewhere.
He's got to play.
He's got to be in that lineup somewhere. Just because it's looked nasty with him playing. I don't care where it's at. He's got to be in that starting five.
And our playbook has just opened up so much. I think, like, the past 2 weeks, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe, you know, since that was technically a playoff game, we really got to just rip open the playbook and just show what they're capable of. Like, I mean, some of those plays, you talk about biblically accurate football. Like, there was like a counter split zone hybrid that they ran with 3 pullers. Yeah. Like, in my opinion, like I was watching, I'm like, dude, how would I actually drop a defense to defend that? Like, what would be our rules on that? You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
think our play call in the last couple of weeks has been immaculate. And if our play call looks like that again,
That's crazy. So congrats to Jimmy Rogers,
oh,
true leader of men. I'm a big Jimmy fan. I know it's unpopular with some guys, but Jimmy Rogers changed my life. I will die on the hill for Jimmy Rogers. So
so yeah,
I'll
no,
leave it
no.
at that.
Hey, look, right? We're a Jackrabbit podcast here. He's one of the brothers, former Jackrabbit player, impacted a whole lot of players' lives in this program from being a player and to a coach. Gotta say congrats to him, right? And I think that he's gonna turn that whole program up. So good for him.
For sure. Offense, or we already went offense, defense player of the game. Who do you have?
Defensive player of the game. You know what? I'm gonna get a crazy pick here. Because like I said, the seniors don't want to go home. AD, I want to see it this game. I want them to just run all day because you are on it like a bonnet. Ooh. Oh. Cat in the hat.
Okay.
Give me AD. Give me some celebrations too.
Give me Joe Ullman. Give me Joe Ullman. I need a Joe Ullman turnover. It was like the first 4 games. Going nuts. If you're one of the kids he stole from SCCU, and he was
I was reading that too. Let's make a point here. Can I make a true point here?
Yeah.
No one made you leave.
Exactly. That's the thing is I don't get is like, yes, you could be mad at Jimmy all you want. You could be so mad at him. But here's the thing. He has not ever bullshitted any of these guys. Not once. He told them the truth. He'll tell you the truth if you're going to play, even if you are a young guy. He's like, you can come compete. He's not begging you to come. You went out there to compete because you were betting on yourself. You were just given the opportunity to play at a bigger level. Yes, it's not really that big of a level, but in some guys' minds it is.
Right, like that.
Those guys gave 4 to 5 years at SDSU and still went. So
that's on you, brother.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because guess what? Just how, like, you know what they say. You know what it's like they say with women. You get them how you lose them how you found them, brother. And guess what? You went and left SDSU, and guess what? Now you're getting left. You're a part of that vicious cycle.
Here's the thing. Who's to say he's not bringing them with him? So if Jimmy believes in you, he truly believes you can play at any level. That's the truth. So,
but I mean, if you're feeling bad because you're like, oh man, no, you look like, bro, no one made you leave, right? You're a grown man making grown man decisions, right? Yeah. So like
the Big Ten.
Yeah. Like I ain't gonna sit here and get like mad.
Evan, if ESPN hit you up, said, hey, we want you to come be on our radio show or come report live.
I'd be like,
out of 10 times, you're probably going. You're getting paid a lot more.
Right. Sorry, boys, but like, got to make a business decision, right? And you can never be mad at Coach Rogers for making a choice that's going to advance his career, right? Especially, when you talk about the time he's put in at South Dakota State, you know what I mean? And like, maybe you didn't like the way he leaves, and like, the way he left, like, and there's something to be said there, right? And like, there's no one's going to make the right decision every single time, but I can say like Coach Rogers stayed at South Dakota State longer than he had to. So like respect it for the love of the place, Coach Stig, the players. I'd say like, you can't have one thing like that turn you into a Jimmy hater, because if that'll turn you to a Jimmy hater, brother, what were we watching? Who were we celebrating? We were winning national championships and making those deep playoff runs.
Yeah.
But hey, and as a Jacks fan, we're in a blessed situation to even have a dude like Dan come in and save us as he did, who has done a phenomenal job this year facing all. I know you guys have seen that, probably that ESPN kind of breakdown of the team, like all the adversity that he's faced and kind of having to put this team together with duct tape after it was gutted. I mean, and getting these guys to play at such a high level and believe it, even after all the adversity they've seen on and off the football field, real adversity. I think as a head coach, like this would be a nightmare to come into, and to come out of it with your squad playing the way they are, and with like real hope of, hey, let's go win this whole thing. Like any other coach probably would have just chalked this up to rebuild year.
That's the thing too. I will say I don't personally know Dan Jackson, but watching that, my respect level through the roof. The vulnerability he showed, being, someone that the guys could go to in those hard times, you can't replicate it. There are some people that fake it, and there's some people who are really about the players, and he's definitely one of those. So
yeah, and I can say, when I was still playing at SDSU and he was around, like he was like the cool uncle, right? Like all the players want to be Coach Jackson's homeboy, guys stopping in his office just to say what's up. You know what I'm saying? To have a conversation with him. And I can say, where people say Jimmy never BS's people, Dan doesn't either.
Yeah.
It just might be a little bit nicer than and a few less expletives than you get from Jimmy. But I mean, the guy knows ball clearly. He's coaching the SEC, right? And he's back here for a reason because he loves the school. So
yeah, we love it.
All parties win in the end. So like, ain't no reason to be mad at Jimmy.
Yeah. Also, we didn't go over special teams player of the game. We can get off our Jimmy rant.
I know. Jimmy Glaze, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's okay. Special teams. Honestly, we got to go Caden Olivia. I need the snaps to be perfect because I would have 42-3. Perfection last week.
I would say I want to go kickoff unit because I would love nothing more than to us making plays on special teams is just such I don't even know how to put it, Brian, but like such a momentum swing for your squad, right? If you let's say you start the game off, kick off the ball, and you go get a big hit right away, that sends a message to your team, their team, the whole stadium, like you're in for it.
Yeah.
Right. And whoever's out there first, whether it's our kickoff or kick return, relish in making a big block, relish in making a big play, big tackle, whatever it is, dominating the guy in front of you, right? Because that's going to set the tone for the whole game. And it's going to be cold too. People act like, oh, well, they're not afraid of the cold. It doesn't matter. If you're getting beat up and it's cold, it's going to suck regardless. Doesn't matter where you're from.
Not only that, but this could be the little extra shove we need to get it over the finish line. Special teams has to play special to win in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
But with that being said, it's been a fun one. Shout out to the Wild Hair and Brookings. If you're in the area, go check them out. Watch the Jacks game there. Nowhere else better to have a beer. I can promise you that. Every time I go back, it's the only place I go to.
Oh, every time. It's my first stop.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds bad, huh? No. Responsibly, wild men. Responsibly.
Yeah. Honestly, Jacks had to play for something else bigger than themselves. Play for the guy next to you. Can't wait to see it. With that being said, go big, go blue, go Jacks.